Stulla Nation, how where the blood clot are going on the big social media, man. Big bad Chronik. Still a going like some fool on the big social media. Now, as we all know, the other day, I had to make a video about Chronik, man. You know, he's out here on TikTok, walking and showing guns on his hips and them things there. Like, how with the blood clot, man? Huh? So obviously I had to make a video, man, because, you know, we're not endorsing that foolishness over here, man. Over here on Stulla TV, we don't endorse that foolishness, man. So, you know, then obviously he was so hurt by the video. He had to drop a comment, man. He dropped a comment saying, I sound like everybody I listen to. You're damn right, bro. Because I don't know about you, Chronik, but me growing up, I had people speaking nothing but positivity in my ears, man. Talking about how to be a better man growing up. Talking about how to be a good representation of society. Not being out here, you know, waving gun in the air, talking about blasting man's face as though we're supposed to be impressed. How we do us, man? Bro, this is not 2012, bro. We don't care about all them talks, man. We don't care. We don't care about what about Bynes and Bynes and who you shot in 2009. We don't care, my bro. We don't care. You know. And you know what's so sad about this? Is I replied to him and I said, hey, yo, listen, sometimes, you know, you do talk that rare bit of sense, man. But it seems like he always just goes back to factory reset settings, bro. Factory reset, man. Not talking about blasting man's face. We don't care about that, bro. We don't care, fam. And then, you know, he took his sweet time. He went on my profile. He scrolled all the way down. You know, he replied to a video of me doing some review of Love Island. Calling me, what did he say? He called me, he tried to say I'm begging it off him, and he tried to call me a batty fish and suck my mom. I went the blood clot, man. Now, I don't know if he thought me reading that I was supposed to be so upset. But all I saw, I was reading, I was thinking, damn, a 48-year-old man, bro. God damn, man. Shit.
And here, deep within the concrete jungle's iron sanctum, we encounter a rare and fascinating figure. The Bine and Chalk Minister, immersed in his ritual of preparation. He lowers himself carefully onto one knee, assuming a stance reminiscent of a wartime musketeer bracing for impact, as if the ghosts of 1940s infantrymen whisper through his form. In his hand, he grips not a rifle, but a dumbbell, held with reverence and precision.
I know, I don't know if you thought me and him were going to do some back and forth on badness talk. Nah, my bro, I'm a civilian, my guy. I'm not out here on social media talking about blasting man's face. We don't care about that shit, my bro. We don't care. We don't care. And then, you know, I made a video on Bouncer, allegedly, because, you know, that's why, no, sorry, not Bouncer, Belly Bonks. You know, I made a video on Belly Bonks, you know, when it was allegedly hitting in Dubai, you know, and Chronik came along, he dropped another, that's 3 comments, bro, 3 comments, yeah, saying, oh, learn fast. Like, bro, like, am I supposed to be, oh, shiver my timbers, my bro, shiver my fucking timbers, man. Like I said, bro, I'm not out here going to be engaging in badness talk with you, my bro. You do that with all the other degenerates on social media that want to engage in that type of foolishness. But that's not going to happen over here, man. You know what I mean? And it's a shame, man, because, you know, I put a comment saying, as I said, sometimes it talks some sense. And I can see ever since that day, you know, I can see he's trying, you know, to, you know, talk some sense. This is that. And it's, you know, when he does it, it's kind of refreshing, man. It's kind of refreshing, bro. Because these are the type of things you should be doing at this age, bro. At 50 years old, people should be listening to Chronik and listening to your life experiences, how to be a better man, and how to how to right your wrongs, and, you know, teach the younger people some sense, man. But nah, you rather go behind the mic, go behind the camera, and talk about Bynes. I want the blood clot, man. I want the ass, man.
Dark and corrupt, evil and sick. Where? Woo. Woo. Yeah. Sinner where? He's there, fam.
people, don't be looking at this foolishness and thinking, yeah, that looks lit. How the blood, yo, lock that off, man, lock that off. But anyway, in other news, on the other side, you have, Belly Bonks and Young Spray. It seems like them two have been going at it for a minute, man. But the main question is, what is the issue, bro? Where has this issue stemmed from, man? Because where I go a bit confused is wasn't Bouncer, Belly Bonks on Young Spray's couch not long ago, and them two, were chopping it up. So unless you're trying to tell me at that point, Young Spray didn't know nothing about, Bouncer's allegations with snitching, and unless he didn't know, and like this is new information to Young Spray, where has this tension come from, man? He's always, lashing out, calling him a snitch and a rat and blah 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 and hey, yo, my bro, at some point, bro, calling him a rat, it gets tired, man. Me personally, I think it's tired already, bro. Like if I was Bouncer, people's calling me and he's calling me a rat. Okay, yeah, now what? Oh, but you're a rat. Oh, okay, now what? But I said you're a rat. Okay, now what, my bro? Shit gets tired, man. Shit, but with Belly Bonks, it seemed like he's really trying to get the validation of the streets, man. He's really trying to get that street validation, my bro. And I personally, I just don't understand it, man. Because, let's say, the streets completely forget. They completely forget about these allegations, man. It gets erased from their memories. Now what? Now what, bro? Now, is it gonna better your life? Is it gonna elevate you and allow you to reach the heights that you wanna reach? Nah, bro. And when I think about things like this, man, like you get validation from the people from the streets, bro. Where you wanna go in life. Are those the type of people that you want validation from anyway? Nah, bro. Nah, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, Belly Bongs, I don't know, man. Like, unless if you really care so much about this writing allegation, then you keep doing this, trying to create the validation from the streets. But you keep doing that, man. But yeah, people, I don't know, man. I just think that at some point, them two going at odds, it just seems it's gonna start to seem like it's manufactured. 1 minute you're friends, and then 1 minute you'd hate each other, and you're this and hey, listen. At some point, it seemed like it's manufactured. But yeah, man. I just thought I'd just get some things on my chest, man. Because yeah, I don't know if Chronik thought that me and him were gonna do some back and forth badness talk, but nah, bro, I'm not about that, bro. I'm just out here trying to teach the youths the better way, man. I'm not gonna have these youths looking at people like you talking about binds and thinking that that's acceptable, bro, because it's not. But yeah, people, that's it for me, man. Yo, as usual, like, subscribe. Bow, I'm out. Binds.